Good morning, New York City. It is such a beautiful September day today. Although Midtowners, heads up, traffic is going to be bad. Here's why.
That's right. A lot of world leaders in town. We've got President Obama, Putin, the Pope is going to be in town. So roads are going to be closed off on short notice. Make sure you have a couple different ways to get to work.
I'm excited to meet Putin.
This is a historic moment for humanity.
The challenge for the United Nations is that diplomacy moves slowly in a world where we're used to instant gratification.
Kids and women can have strength, and they have the ability to do amazing things and stand up for what they believe in.
As a photographer, you want to be creative. What's going to happen? Is the world going to implode in the UN? You never do know. You have to constantly have both eyes open and then shoot through the back of your head as well.
I translate simultaneously from English and French into Spanish. Sometimes I do get people who tell me, oh, like Nicole Kidman in the movie. I'm like, yes, sort of.
I'm meeting with 150 heads of state. I'm urging them, please work together in solidarity. Thank you.
So far, so good. Very good. Very good.
Thank you so fast.
We haven't started yet.
Too early. Don't say anything.
Because of security, it takes an extra hour or even more. So the commute is double or triple in time, because you can be the best interpreter ever, but if you're not in the booth when you're supposed to, it's of very little use.
Are you filming here?
Yeah, they're with me.
I think the best part is watching history happen. Being on the sidelines, just watching it go by.
No camera.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we are living in an era of peril. We have so many fires burning. Syria, the South Sudan, Central African Republic, Libya. There is nothing we cannot overcome. It's not a crisis of political issues. It's a crisis of global solidarity.
This week is critical. It's the one week of the year where all 193 world leaders or their representatives gather in one city, often here in one room, especially on the opening day of the General Assembly. We have more than 1,500 bilateral meetings between different heads of states and heads of government. It's a good time for leaders to speak face to face, to try to deal with tensions that may arise and reestablish or establish relations and recommit themselves to the ideals that are found in the UN Charter.
There is a bit of performance when you're interpreting. You need to be in good physical shape and then trying to tune out anything else that's happening in the booth, outside the booth, in my life, and just concentrate on whatever I'm doing. The general debate is always very high level. Heads of state and government, but also singers and TV personalities. We had Angelique Kidjo, Shakira saying,
"Now is the time to not just imagine, but do."
Malala also spoke. Pope Francis was a moment I will not forget.
Excited to be here because Ban Ki-moon's gonna be here, David Beckham, and so many other people that I admire. It's like my dream to work here, so just coming here is amazing for me. And I'm giving a speech at the David Beckham event. We are kids demanding our rights. We are just kids, but we demand to be heard.
Yeah, exactly. That would be like,
It's very interesting just watching their interactions, because they're very serious in front of the cameras, right? Everything's very, we are here to do a job. And then backstage, they're normal people. They laugh.
It's a marathon and a sprint and speed dating.
Speed dating, diplomatic speed dating.
It's now going to be Qatar.
Okay, so not Nigeria.
Qatar next one.
Get the flag ready.
Bolivia.
You have to know how and when to grab the moment. You're grabbing a moment of history. You're documenting history.
We don't get to approve a development agenda every year. Once you're in the moment, it's hard to take a step back and see this as history. And maybe someday we'll be reading this in a history book.
I now give the floor to the Secretary General of the United Nations, His Excellency Ban Ki-moon.
The 70th session of the General Assembly has opened with a towering achievement. The adoption of the 2030 Agenda, including 17 inspiring Sustainable Development Goals, the SDGs. Our aim is clear, our mission is possible, and our destination is in our sight. When we stand together, there is no limit to what we can achieve. 3 days ago, young people from many nations stood together in the balcony of this hall. They asked for one thing above all: change. We must do everything we can to close the gap between the world as it is and the world as it should be. That is the mission of the United Nations.